Alrighty guys, what's going on? It's Joseph here back for another LEGO Star Wars video here. And today guys, we're going to be talking about nostalgia, something that I feel like a lot of people love, including myself. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 5 LEGO Star Wars The Clone Wars minifigures that give you the most nostalgia, or just the most nostalgic minifigures to me. This is going to be a fun video guys, I'm not going to lie, and it's going to make me feel like I'm 10 years old again, so let's get right into it, shall we? Starting out at spot number 5, I decided to go with the original Chancellor Palpatine. Now, this minifigure honestly looks kind of creepy. I'm not going to lie in the face at the way they did that. I know they had the original Clone Wars face prints that had big, like, cartoony faces and eyes and all that stuff, and that's the way it was, and the Clone Wars has its own look like that. But this minifigure in particular reminds me of the old Venator set. I never had it myself, but a friend did, and I remember playing with it when I was younger with him, and, you know, it just brings back some good memories for me. And it's a cool minifigure, cool set. Not the most exciting one, which is why it comes in at spot number 5, but still a very nostalgic minifigure for me, and I feel like a lot of others. Moving into spot number 4, I decided to go with the 501st Legion Clone Trooper. Now, some people might have this higher on their lists or something like that, you know, if they were to make something like this. And for me, it's a cool minifigure. It's definitely not the most nostalgic, though. I don't know, I just feel kind of like the 501st movement and all that, you know, stuff has kind of been more recent, so I don't feel as much nostalgia for it or Clone Wars vibes, I guess. But still, it's a great minifigure. And the Clone Wars versions in particular, which came out in like 2013, 2014-ish, are just timeless. They look really good. They look like they could come out today and still be solid minifigures. I mean, just the printing, the detail, it's really excellent. LEGO did a great job with these, and just a lot of nostalgia for these. Not as much as some of the other minifigures on today's video, but still, these guys are really cool. A lot of fun with these guys, and I'm never going to forget opening up the AT-RTs and other sets that came with them to get as much of these guys as I could back in the day. Next up at spot number 3, I decided to go with the original Clone Wars Yoda. Now, this minifigure is just really weird. It's kind of like the Palpatine, where it's not like any other minifigure like it, I guess you could say. It's a very unique Yoda. You know, there's no Yoda minifigure that looks anything like the Clone Wars Yoda. It has its own style. It's very cartoony, and yet it looks kind of creepy, kind of weird, kind of bad. But like, it's just nostalgic for me in that way. It's like it looks so weird and kind of out of place and just unique and not like any other Yoda. It looks just like the Yoda from the show, right? That it's just kind of nostalgic to me. It's kind of special. It kind of reminds me of being young and just getting a bunch of these guys in sets, and just kind of a weird, unique minifigure, but definitely one that gives me a lot of nostalgia for the past. Now, coming in at spot number 2, I had a minifigure that I really wasn't sure about. I was thinking about putting it at number 1, but ultimately, I decided to go with number 2, and that's the Clone Wars Anakin. This minifigure gives me so much nostalgia. Anytime I see it, it reminds me of the Clone Wars video game, the LEGO Star Wars video game, that is, obviously, and I used to play that game a ton. There was a lot of fun. The minifigure itself is, again, not the greatest. I mean, yeah, it's got some decent printing here and there and looks just like Anakin from the TV show, but those faces with those big eyes are kind of creepy and funny. But still, I love the minifigure. I think it's fantastic. Just a lot of nostalgia for it. And anytime I see it, it just makes me think of me being like 10 years old again and building a clone army and having one of my friends. And it's just a very unique minifigure and one that is special to me. At spot number 1, though, I feel like there was really just no other option than, you know, what I'm going to say here. And it's going to be the original Phase 1 Clone Trooper. I mean, there's just no other option for me. I mean, the Clone Trooper is just the, like, definitive minifigure of the Clone Wars and the Clone Wars era of LEGO Star Wars in particular. And everyone loves to collect these. I myself do. Everyone does, you know, all the time. They're just such a big part of LEGO Star Wars. And without them, who knows how big the whole clone movement would be. You know, clones are everything these days for Legos and LEGO Star Wars. Everyone talks about clones. They're super popular. They're super fun. They're neat. They're interesting. They're all cool. And really, I feel like just getting a bunch of these guys back in the day helped start that kind of movement and get it going, and just really continued the greatness of Clone Troopers and LEGO Star Wars. I mean, I feel like the LEGO Star Wars and Clone Troopers are kind of synonymous at this point, honestly. And anytime I think of the Clone Wars era and just nostalgia, I got to think of the original Phase 1 Clone Troopers, which are absolutely amazing. I love these guys. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. This one was kind of fun to make, I'm not going to lie. I've definitely felt nostalgia making this video, and I certainly enjoyed it. And there's a lot of good LEGO Star Wars The Clone Wars minifigures out there, and honestly, if I see any of them, I feel like I already get nostalgia. So these are just the 5 most, though, that I feel like are just the most kind of unique and important to me, and definitely ones that when I see them, it makes me smile, it makes me grin, you know. Anyways, guys, let me know down in the comments below, what did you guys think of today's video? What are the most nostalgic Clone Wars minifigures for you? And as always, guys, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.